calling this Teacher Parent Appreciation Week. We have many reasons to celebrate. It's been 8 weeks. It's been 8 weeks since schools became bigger than a building. It's been 8 weeks since families were able to spend literally every minute together. It's been 8 weeks since our concept of work and home has transformed and changed. It's been 8 weeks since education became the second priority to our physical, emotional, and brain health. I don't know if you realize that this past week was Teacher Appreciation Week. We appreciate that teachers right now are doing things they were never trained to do. They're learning things they didn't know that they didn't know. They're applying what they once knew to whole new contexts and situations, and they're missing children and family connections. And like many of us, they're trying to find the balance between work and home now that they exist in the same place. I'd like to appreciate parents and call this Parent Educator Appreciation Week. Parents are still doing the things that they were never trained to do. Parents are learning things they didn't know they didn't know. Parents are applying what they once knew to new contexts and situations. And parents are also missing teachers, friends, and those community connections. And parents are also trying to find the balance between work and home now that in some cases they exist in the same place. I'd like to speak a little bit about Essential Learning Experiences. This is a document that is published for early learning educators, and I feel like it gives us a real balance in what we expect of ourselves and of children. It involves 4 domains: physical, intellectual, spiritual, and social emotional. Physical development involves the development of large and small motor skills, coordination, balance, motor planning, and developing healthy habits for our youngest learners. This applies to me, I think, and to all adults because we also need to keep our large and small motor skills developing, helping our coordination, our balance, our motor planning, and developing healthy habits as we find ourselves more and more stationary and not able to go places. Intellectual development involves the development of knowledge and concepts, the ability to apply knowledge, creativity and representation, problem-solving abilities, communication skills, and for our youngest learners, those emerging literacy skills. As adults, this involves still continuing to develop our creativity, our problem-solving abilities, and our communication skills as we enter a whole new environmental way of interacting. Spiritual development involves the development of wonder, awe, and joy, appreciating beauty, connections to nature, our sensory awareness, visual, auditory, tactile, taste, and smell. For me, it also involves finding time to have wonder and awe and joy and appreciate the beauty of the world, finding my connections to nature, and still being in touch with that sensory awareness that there are visual, auditory, tactile, taste, and smell things that I still enjoy, even though the world is vastly different. Social emotional development involves the development of self-awareness, self-worth, interacting with others, positive relationships, belonging, and developing empathy. I also need to develop my self-awareness in this new world, my feeling of self-worth, being able to interact with others and have those positive relationships, even though social distancing prevents me from those warm hugs, and also reestablishing my sense of belonging and my empathy for others who are going through similar experiences as I am. You may not also be aware that May is Early Childhood Education Month, and May 13th is officially Early Childhood Educator Appreciation Day, which means that I'd like to cross off the word educator and also appreciate them, but I'd also like to say I appreciate our parents along with our educators. And this is Parent Educator Appreciation Day on May 13th, and I hope that you do something to celebrate that day. I love this poem, Everything I Needed to Know I Learned in Kindergarten, and I believe it holds true. First of all, share everything. Play fair. Don't hit people. Put things back where you find them. Clean up your own mess. Don't take things that aren't yours. And say sorry when you hurt somebody. Also, wash your hands before you eat. Flush. And warm cookies and cold lactose-free, sometimes milk, are still good for you. Live a balanced life. That means learn some, think some, draw, paint, sing and dance, play and work, some every day. Be aware of wonder. Remember the little seed in the styrofoam cup? The roots go down and the plant goes up. No one really knows why, but we're all like that too. Goldfish and hamsters, and even that little seed in the styrofoam cup, all die. And so do we. Remember the Dick and Jane books? And the very first word you learned? The biggest word of all? Look. And when you go out into the world, watch out for traffic, hold hands, and stick together. And while I know that a lot of those things about holding hands and sticking together aren't happening right now, I think as a collaborative team of parent and teacher, we're holding hands and we're sticking together as children play, learn, and grow together. The Ministry of Saskatchewan has produced some videos that are really quick. This is a link. I will include it in this video at the bottom. These are very short, quick little reminders that what we do at home matters, and that sometimes the little things that we do will make the biggest difference. Thank you for supporting our teachers as we support you, and we salute you and celebrate you as parents and as parent educators during this time. Take care.